Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss about interface. What is interface? In C#, an interface is a fundamental concept used to define a contract or a set of methods that a class must implement. Interface provide a way to achieve abstraction and polymorphism in your code, allowing different classes to provide their own implementations of the method defined in the interface. Let's see some key details about interfaces. First one is declaration. How we can define an interface? We can define interface using interface keyword. An interface declaration contains method signature, properties, event, and indexer, but no method bodies. Let's see an example of an interface declaration. Let's say I'll create an interface here saying interface and my interface. As I said, we can define an interface using interface keyword. Then we can create a method signature, that is, let's say void my method. We can define the method signature without bodies, and we can also create a property saying, for example, int my property. So this is how we can create an interface with method signature and properties. Next, we'll see the implementation. Any class that wants to implement an interface must use the implements keyword. What will be the implements keyword? It will be a colon symbol. We will use colon symbol when you want to implement an interface to a class. Let's see an example how we can do that. So let's say I have a class called my class. I want to implement the interface that I have created above. So what I'll do, I'll type the colon symbol here, then my interface. Whenever we want to implement an interface in a class, we have to also implement all its methods and properties. I'll implement the property that I have created in the interface as well as the method. So this is how we can implement the interfaces method. Next, a class can implement multiple interfaces. Let's say I create another interface saying, for example, my interface 1, and here I'll say method 1 and my property 1. Usually the naming convention should be much better. You have to follow proper naming convention whenever you want to create an interface. I want my class to implement multiple interface. So what I'll do here is implement my interface. Also, I need to implement all the methods or properties available in the interface. You can declare or you can implement multiple interface in a class in this way. Next, explicit interface implementation. In case a class implements multiple interface and two or more interface define the method with same name, you can explicitly implement the interfaces to disambiguate the method. For an example, two interfaces we have and both interfaces have the same method name. For example, the first interface has method name my method and the second interface has the method called my methods as well. So how we can call these two methods when we are trying to implement in a class? To do that, we have to explicitly mention the interface name as well. For example, here what I'll do, I implement my interface dot my method, and here I want to implement my interface dot my method. So this way you can call the specific interface method if multiple interfaces have the same method. Here I am calling my first interface my method. Here I am calling the second interface my method. So this is how you can explicitly mention the interface name to identify which method you are calling. Next, interface inheritance. Just like classes, interface can also inherit from other interfaces using the colon symbol. For example, let's say I want to create another interface, that is interface. For example, I'll mention here like child interface, and I want to inherit it from my interface. In here, one interface can inherit from another interface as well. You can also inherit from multiple interfaces by separating them with comma. For example, like my interface, and you want to specify here some additional properties or method. This is how you can inherit one interface from another interface. Next, polymorphism and abstraction. Interface enables polymorphism, allow you to work with objects of different classes that implement the same interface through a common interface reference. This promotes code reusability as well as flexibility. Next, using interfaces. You can use interfaces in method parameters, return type, and variables to work with objects that conform to the interface contract. Let's say I'll create a method here that is void some method, and here I'll pass my interface and, for example, my object, and here my object dot my method, and you can call the property like int value is equals to my object dot my property. So here we have passed the method name as a parameter, and we have specified the object. By using this object, we can call the method and property. Like here we have my interface, we have my method and my properties, and I am able to call by declaring them in the parameters using the object. Interface also support multiple inheritance in C#. So interfaces play a vital role in C# programming. It's facilitating code organization, encapsulation, and the implementation of design pattern as a strategic pattern, dependency injection, and many more. They are a powerful tool for achieving abstraction and promoting clean, modular, and maintainable code. Interface helps you write cleaner and modular code. Along with that, you can achieve the unit tests very easily. This is all about interface. Please do not forget to subscribe and stay tuned for my upcoming video. Thank you.